Right, in the bottom, as the purple Ryota, we've got Your Uncle Duncan versus Jam2020 playing twins.
Twins are already formidable since the update of Wargroove 2.
Yeah, and ooh, Uncle Duncan not going for the lumber mill opening, gonna go for that village instead. I don't know how I feel about this. This is actually gonna be
I
a bit of a
mean, we've
one-sided
seen that
game.
generally the player who goes after the lumber mill tends to do better. I mean, maybe your Uncle Duncan can make it work. We'll see.
Yeah, and ooh, goes for that back village capture as well. So I guess this is like potentially gonna leave them with a bit more gold early on. Like in the first, 4 turns of the game, they're gonna have a bit more money. But on the flip side of that, once these lumber mill captures start happening, they're gonna really start falling behind.
Yeah, once the lumber mill spike comes, then Jam 2020 is gonna be ahead. Although, Jam 2020 didn't cut the forest, and that could delay the spike quite a bit. I think that sword might die for it, but I think it's worth it here. You delay the third forest growing, and you delay the early cut, so...
Yeah, and actually going to be able to somewhat delay. Oh, for a second I thought we were gonna see Wargroove, but no, didn't go for that. Okay, I think yeah, Sword's definitely gonna die for this, but this delays the lumber mill a lot. It's gonna be
Yeah, and I mean,
turns.
that early dog might have been your Uncle Duncan realizing that they had to prepare something to deal with that. And because it reached that sword just in time to actually fight over there.
Okay, we're gonna see the pickoff on that sword. I mean, the knight will not reach, I don't think, actually. Oh, especially because of the cut forest. So yeah, that's actually a safe play. And
Yeah, and now, the lumber mill should go back into their control, and it won't be that delayed compared to Jam 2020. So I don't think your Uncle Duncan's gonna be that much behind from this opening.
yeah, and I mean that is very different to what we've seen so far. But yeah, we're just like taking advantage of the fact that there wasn't a sword to follow up and capture that lumber mill as quickly as possible. And actually, because of the player's positioning of that sword, it's not going to get to cut 3 tiles. There's even more of a gold differential there.
Choosing to hit the village with the sword, even though the knight could one-hit the village. So I'm not sure what the idea
Yeah, I don't know
is.
about that.
Although, I guess the infantry is the knight being hit by the other knight.
Yeah, I think maybe the idea here is the knight's going to be used, yeah, just for
Yeah,
positioning.
yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
Although, could have sword crit the lumber mill actually, given where they ended up putting Ryota. So,
Oh, right.
slight misplay in terms of turn order right there, but
I mean, yeah, it's the small text stuff.
Although I think it wouldn't have mattered because actually, no, it's fine, it's fine.
Jam's actually gonna get a whole bunch more value here.
Groove.
And,
Gonna groove the barracks.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Painful.
that is rough because it's actually very difficult to clear the fire.
I mean, yeah, you pretty much have to hit it with 3 units at this point.
I don't even know if
Wow,
that breaks it. Is the other
I
thing.
don't think it will. Because it's
I
32.
mean, it should, because the spear gets crit.
Oh, right, crit.
Oh, and actually, like I was saying earlier about the turn order with the commander, that Lumber Mill actually would have gone down if they'd moved Ryota first. So that ended up being like very impactful. 'Cause I don't even think the sword can break it now.
Oh, it can't, yeah. It's gonna heal.
Yeah, it's gonna heal, so
So small misplays can actually add up. This is why it's important not to make them in important matches. So
exactly.
they can really come back to bite you.
Yeah, but you know, this is a learning experience, right? This is an
Yeah,
event
so
for
it's
people
totally
to learn
fine,
stuff
totally
like this, so
No problem at all. Oh, so they're gonna not kill the fire.
I mean, I guess it makes sense to... Ooh, I mean, this is a bit of a...
I don't know about that.
I mean, I guess the idea here is to do a little bit of damage and then let the fire burn the sword down so they won't get groove for it. And just mage shields
I
the
think
mage.
this is more of a try to get the damage you can.
Yeah, but I mean, it does deny groove by going for that particular positioning.
Well, Uncle isn't definitely isn't a player who likes to surrender. So even if they're in a bad position, they're just gonna keep fighting. So I don't think we're gonna say surrender, no matter how bad things might get, which is great. It shows that they're willing to turn bad situations into good ones and not give up.
Yeah, I love the little hit with the weak sword, by the way. Just slowly knock
Where?
down the gate.
Oh yeah, right. In the top.
Eventually, you know.
Yeah?
And they are super attacking the sword, which is not the best. Damage matrix.
Yeah, but I mean, they're... It's an injured sword, they just want to get as much damage as they can.
I guess it's fine in this case.
Yeah, and, oh, there's no anti-air, actually.
Uncle Duncan needs a mage right about now. Yeah, he
Yeah.
has one.
Hmm.
And I actually had to give up knocking down the lumber mill. Oh, that one small turn order has made like a huge difference in the end. That's actually very unfortunate. And I think there are other things going on, but I think that actually, like, that one small play there is actually going to cost them possibly the whole game. Just because there's such a big economy advantage for Jam to have.
Yeah. And I mean, the fights have been like the fire especially has been going more into Jam's favor.
Yeah, this is definitely a very good Twins map. And, ooh, dragon. I mean, yeah, it's a dragon crit on a road against some weak knights. Yeah, they're not going to live very long. And even getting a crit on Ryota, that's not what you want to see if you're the Ryota player.
This'll be loud. No.
Let's see.
I love how the twins were like, no, and then the mage like basically tickles them. For damage that they'll just heal.
Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna die. Like,
No, but it's all
First
thanks
time.
to the shield. Without the shield, they would have taken so much more damage.
yeah, exactly. Just like Rom's armor, right? Protects him.
Oh, I think that mage is in range of the dragon. Although there's another mage behind it, so it's not that bad.
Okay, Harpy does okay damage to Commander, so they're not out of it yet, but...
Ryota is also in range of the dragon.
Oh, yeah, he is. Not gonna be that much though. Dragons do not hit Commanders nearly as hard as they used to. That would have
48%.
one-shot if it was Wargroove 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. 75 to 85% in Wargroove 1. For those who don't know.
I
think
mean,
we're
at
just
this
seeing,
point, looks like
Yeah, I think Jam's just gonna kind of mop this up over time.
Could have just used fire again, but I mean, no real need to at this point.
Yeah.
The previous one did enough work.
I remember seeing the healthier swords start knocking that gate down. So, you know, the gate, I guess, will get broken down at some point. Spears, I don't think Spear Crit's going to do enough. No, just barely.
No.
But yeah, I think Jam has big economic lead, big unit count leads. Uncle Duncan.
But Uncle is not going to surrender. As I said, he never surrenders as far as I know his gameplay.
Yeah.
He's
Ooh.
gonna keep fighting.
Ooh, that knight.
Into the spear crit, and it's okay because he
That
won't
knight
do
has
that.
no fear.
Yeah. Oh, I guess.
Oh, I guess there is a follow-up spear, so
Yeah.
the knight. I mean, it's gonna die to the dragon or the harpy or one of it, several of the possibilities. But I guess they're double mages, so like the.
Hey, remember when I said last turn that the mage was on the road in Rage of the Dragon? Now the other mage is on the road.
All right, and there's no backup mage this time. Right?
No, I don't think so.
There's double mage, but
Oh, I guess in that side. Harry auto. Okay, it's fine. Oh, from the other side. Oh no.
yep, that's gonna be a lot of damage, and unfortunately that goes down. Archer comes in to follow up. We're probably gonna see air troopers finish off these spears.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you go for a tactic and then it doesn't work out quite like you want it to, and these are like the worst moments. Because you take so much damage back when you fail a tactic.
Yeah, especially anything with like a real commitment of army. Like it's really hard to come back from like.
Orla. Ready.
Oh, this is tier 2 as well. That's a lot of damage.
That's gonna be destroyed, and it can't even be cleared.
Didn't heal the twins, they don't need it. That could have been like 40% for the twins. For next turn.
Yeah. Ooh, she's just gonna hit the mage on the plains.
I guess sometimes that's a good play. Although I'm not sure if this is one of those situations.
No, I think you would go for the one on the road and then hit the enemy commander with the harpy. But
Right.
maybe we're gonna see like a sick Royta groove come out.
I hope. There's definitely some geometric positions.
Yeah, and oh, the dragon's gonna go down. So
Yeah, I mean, Uncle Duncan is kind of running out of units at this point.
Oh,
yeah,
no groove.
no groove. And I think
Take
this
that,
is just
twins.
They're going for tier 2 to win the game.
they already have tier 2 though.
Oh, right.
So they're just holding on to groove at this point, which I mean, like, you know, maybe you get some kind of ridiculous lethal later on, but
I mean, the twins aren't at full HP, so
Yeah.
maybe there's
I would
something-
love to see that. Maybe twins walks into their own fire because they get cocky, and then
Except
Hiroto
that
snaps them.
fire heals them. It's tier 2.
Oh, right.
I think if I'm Jam though, I just start throwing units at the enemy stronghold. That does look like that's the plan right
That's
now.
exactly what's happening.
Like, they don't even need to do particularly good damage, they just need to do some. And this should do, what, 20%? Yeah, oh, just over 20%, so...
Yeah, so it will barely deal damage to it, because it will heal 20%.
Yeah, but, I mean, you got double swords, you're not really doing anything else with them. They're gonna get mage healed, so... Along with the spear as well, so actually, that does make a lot of sense to do it that way. And we're just seeing slowly things getting chipped away at. The barracks is going to go down and get captured.
I mean, not very slowly.
Oh, it seemed slow at the time. Now it's going very quick. And actually, I think that's a knight. Oh, the knight isn't in position to crit though. That's unfortunate. I don't think it matters too much.
Do you
But...
really need it? Spear crits deal quite a bit to strongholds.
Okay, we got tier 2. What's going to happen?
Royta went off screen. He disappeared.
I don't know
Oh,
where
is
he's gone.
Royta trying to go solo the stronghold in return?
Oh, wow, he went like all the way up there. But I don't think it matters. I
I'm
think
gonna kill you before you kill me.
just like a regular old
Hopefully.
spear crit is gonna do so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think the weak sword hit to follow this up is gonna finish. Probably once like a mage heal. Oh no, just Harpy. Yeah, that'll do it. Your Uncle Duncan digging their heels and saying, I don't want to lose. On your terms, I want to go out on my own. And decides to fight it out. And yeah, Jam takes the game very convincingly. There's just a couple small plays that I think really cost in the long run. Not flipping. Well, the opening I think was a bit weaker, but they actually did a decent job kind of recovering from that. And then
I mean, yeah.
I think that missing that sword
kinda-
crit on like, was it like turn 6 or 7 really hurt though. Because then they had a sword that just continually hit it and wasn't able to knock it down, so they spent a lot of time trying to hit this lumber mill, burnt a lot of health on a sword, didn't knock down the lumber mill, and yeah, that was just very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's something you kind of have to know, like how much HP a sword needs to decap a building. And there's no RNG now, so...
Yep.
So it's easier, I guess.
Yeah, well played by Jam. Jam played an excellent game, it has to be said.
Yeah. Jam was very solid.
For sure. But props to Uncle for not giving up and trying to fight to the last second. I
Yeah,
really like to see people do that.
I think there are definitely... This map does not favor lethal comebacks, I will say.
Yeah, because the commanders are way too away.
Yeah, it's way too easy to kind of just put them in a position where they're like tucked away. So, especially against Royta. Like, if you're flat against the side of the map, like, Royta is not going to be able to catch you as easily as they would like to. So, yeah, I think Jam just played that well, and yeah, it was just unfortunate, but that is the way it goes sometimes. We're going to go into the next game.
Alright.